Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode. We continue with the fourth round of fight cards, and our first match is the only two 0-3 bots this season between Duck and Undertaker. One of these bots will go 0-4 if they lose, and will not get a single win this season. But both of these bots cannot make the tournament due to them being 0-3. You need to have at least a minimum record of 2-2 to try to make the tournament. And so both of these bots have a chance to win this fight to not go 0-4. Duck could easily get under with that beak, but if that beak breaks off, that could cause issues for Duck. So Undertaker is known for getting under and just controlling bots around. Let's see who gets the win down in the pits. What's it over there? Right now. Let the bot battle begin, and Doc makes the first move by lifting Undertaker up. That beak so far has been working to perfection as they make the first move. Now Undertaker trying to bounce back here against Doc. Doc just has to have that beak stay on, and then he's gonna have a chance to win this fight. Undertaker is known for its ground game, has struggled this season with its ground game, and now Duck gets a good sequence in there and almost gets Undertaker out of the arena. Undertaker trying to go 0-4. This is the worst they've done in the past two seasons, and they have really taken a downside since they were the champ in season 1. Now there was the beak of Duck, almost trying to get Undertaker out of the arena. Not do so, and now they do. I certainly did not expect for Duck to do that good. They got the first lift, and that's what caused Undertaker's forks to bend up, which really didn't help them in the long run. And Duck knew what they were doing and got a good sequence and almost threw Undertaker out of the arena, but Undertaker got right back in the arena. But Duck just found a way to get onto the other side and then throw Undertaker out of the arena. Up next, we see a match between Gruff and Jackpot. Gruff is sitting at 1-2, which means if they lose this fight, they cannot make the tournament. And if Jackpot wins this fight, they get an automatic tournament berth. And so lots on the line for both teams. Gruff wants to have to play in the playing matches to get into the tournament, and Jackpot does not wants to avoid that and make it to 3-1 for their first time ever. It's a lot at stake here. Both teams have not made a tournament since season 1, and so one team's tournament might come alive. But let's see who has the better ground game down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. Let the bot battle begin, and looks like Jackpot draws first blood. And Jackpot taking advantage of what they're given here. And they get a great shot again. They are having some great sequences here. Gruff cannot do much against Jackpot. Gruff is now struggling, trying to get up, and Jackpot helps him out. But goes right back to work. Gruff is struggling to get a lift. They're not able to get a lift. They need to find a way to get under Jackpot as they get another good hit from Jackpot. Jackpot is taking full control against a bot they thought they could not do good against. And Jackpot, their weapons are working to perfection as they get the win. Jackpot knew what they wanted to do from the start. They got under in the first blow and immediately went to work, landing a very great shot on Gruff. Gruff never found a way to do what they wanted to do, was get under Jackpot. Because Jackpot used that weapon to perfection and got under Gruff in every single occasion. And Gruff just wasn't low enough for Jackpot, and Jackpot eventually threw Gruff out of the arena to take the win. Great job by Jackpot. Up next, we see a match between Blacksmith and Bite Force. Both of these bots have losing records, and if Blacksmith gets this win, they will make the tournament for the first time ever. And so they are really wanting to hope for that. And for Bite Force, if they win this fight, they will get a 3-1 for the first time ever. They haven't made to the tournament since season 1, because they were a 32 seed. And so that's very big news for them if they can win this fight. Whoever wins this fight obviously gets a tournament berth, but both teams have different stories of why they want to get in the tournament. For Blacksmith, they've never been to the tournament, and Bite Force, they want to get higher than a 32 seed. Let's see who has the better ground game and who will get the key third win down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. Great job by Bite Force to kick things off. They're getting under Blacksmith on every occasion so far, as Bite Force is doing a great job, and Blacksmith is struggling already. Not good for Blacksmith. They're not used to being 2-1 and having a chance to 3-1. Now they get under Bite Force. They had to get under Bite Force a lot more than just that, so that they could actually do something to win this fight. And so far, kind of back and forth now. Blacksmith starting to fight back. They under Bite Force and big there too. And now Bite Force now trying to take back control of this fight. Those forks of Bite Force seem a little bit bent up, and Blacksmith is taking full advantage. Blacksmith makes a mistake and Bite Force gets under. So far, very back and forth between these two bots. And now Bite Force is trying to get a sequence here that fails. Blacksmith is struggling a little bit, getting the good blow that they need to win this fight. Bite Force trying to get a good sequence, and they get a great sequence there as Blacksmith needs to control. Now Blacksmith on their back. They can't hear itself right. And Bite Force throws them out of the arena. Very good fight, surprisingly, between these two bots. Bite Force got under the start, landing some great shots, and knew what they were doing. But then Blacksmith found a way to bend up those forks of Bite Force and got under at least 4 times, if not more, and really took that to their advantage as they put Bite Force in the screws and put them on their back, which helped them a ton there. But in the long run, it was Bite Force, because they got a great sequence putting Blacksmith to one corner, then the other corner, and putting Blacksmith on their back, and eventually throwing Blacksmith out of the arena to get their first ever 3-1 record. Great job by Bite Force. Now we have a match between Red Devil and Biohazard. If Red Devil loses this fight, they will not make the tournament for the first time ever. The lowest they've been in the tournament is a 6 seed. And if they lose this fight, they will not make the tournament, which would be insane to have Red Devil not in the tournament. And if Biohazard wins this fight, they have a chance to get into the tournament from playing in a playing match against another bot or two. And so Red Devil wants to at least go 2-2 to have a shot at making the tournament. But they have to beat Biohazard, which Biohazard's very hard to get under. But let's see if Red Devil has the ground game to get under Biohazard, or Biohazard will do what they like to do and control bots without lifter. Let's see who gets the win down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. Red Devil goes under, but now Biohazard gets under. Now Biohazard's getting under again a little bit. And now Biohazard is trying to get left or something. I have no idea what they're doing. Now they're raising the lifter and Red Devil gets under. Interesting sequence by Biohazard, but now it works! And they get Red Devil out of the arena! Whatever Biohazard was doing, it worked perfection. Red Devil got under, and then they immediately switched it back, and then Biohazard got under Red Devil, and then threw Red Devil out of the arena. Now it's time for our main event between Sawblaze and Fusion. If Fusion wins this fight or they lose this fight, no matter what, they are getting a brand new redesign to make that horizontal spinner and that vertical spinner actually work better. And for Sawblaze, they just want to win this fight because they're sitting at 5-7 on their career right now. And if they win this fight, they'll be one step closer to getting an even record. And they'll get a tournament automatic tournament berth. And so both bots obviously want this to win, but only one bot can get the win here. And a massive tournament berth on the line for Fusion. If they lose this fight, it'll be the first time they don't go 3-1 or 4-0. Let's see who gets the win down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. So far, it's been Fusion taking control. Now Sawblaze gets under and has to take control against Fusion. Back and forth battle so far but Sawblaze gets Fusion on its back. Fusion cannot do much of anything now since they can drive inverted, but their weapon is not active. And Sawblaze doing a great job as what they meant to do is take control. That's what they're doing with that spinner is. This is a very interesting move by Sawblaze. Sawblaze is not used to taking control. They're used to getting controlled, but it's working out for them as they get under Fusion once again. Sawblaze is doing a great job of getting under Fusion. They hope Fusion get right back set up, and now Fusion gets under Sawblaze, putting Sawblaze in the screws there for a little bit. But Sawblaze looks to be like the lower bot in this fight. The Fusion struggling against Sawblaze. This is not what we're used to seeing from Fusion, as Sawblaze getting under, putting Fusion in the screws, and Fusion inverted. Not the best case for Fusion here, as Sawblaze got under again. Sawblaze continuing the control pattern. The king of control supposedly is doing its work at its finest, as Fusion now gets to the side and tips Sawblaze over. What a back and forth battle in the main event this is, as Fusion puts Sawblaze in the screws. Very interesting battle here, as both bots want to get 3-1. It looks like Sawblaze putting Fusion in the screws once again. What a battle this is, as Sawblaze is doing a great job, and now Fusion gets under and got a nice sequence there for a little bit there. Not much to do enough against Sawblaze. Sawblaze is right back under and puts Fusion right back in the screws. Very drawn out, a very close fight between both machines, as Sawblaze gets Fusion out of the arena. What a fight. Sawblaze had some control, but not for all the fight. They put Fusion on their back to mostly start it off, and Fusion was probably playing inverted probably for maybe 30 seconds of the fight, but not long, as they got onto Sawblaze a couple times too, but Sawblaze was only on their back for like 10 seconds of the fight. So it was very different for both teams, as Sawblaze used their name as King of Control to their advantage, as they completely controlled Fusion, and Fusion struggled to get under Sawblaze. Even though despite Fusion having some control a little bit for a little while during the fight, it was mostly Sawblaze for the whole fight. And Sawblaze even got a great sequence in against Fusion, and did some great work, eventually using that back to throw Fusion out of the arena and take home the win. Great win by Sawblaze. Next episode, we see the halfway point of the fourth round of fight cards. In our next episode, we see a match between Captain Shredderator, Ice Wave, a match between Killfang and Switchback. A very interesting match between Standalone and Diablo, two rookies. A match between, kind of a match from real life, between Black Dragon and Minotaur. And in the main event, Mad Catter takes on Hypershock. All these fights will be next episode. Definitely will be a great one. See you in the next one. Bye.